Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and we got some big news. The Cowboys are giving Dak Prescott a 4-year, $160 million deal, including $126 million guaranteed. So they have locked up their franchise quarterback for another 4 years. So we're going to talk about that in today's video and how it affects the NFC East. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. So let's get right into the video. So like I said, it's a 4-year, $160 million deal, including a record $126 million guaranteed. There also is a no trade clause in the deal and a no tag provision as well. And if you look at how this stacks up, he gets about $40 million a year and $42 million a year in the first 3 years. So that puts him ahead of quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson. And of course, he's not as good as those guys, but he played this perfect. The Cowboys could have gotten him, I'm not sure for the exact price, but somewhere between $25 and $30 million a year after his rookie contract was over. But they decided to wait it out and delayed it more than 2 years, and now they paid the price for it. Of course, it's good for them that they got their franchise quarterback locked down, but they don't have much cap space. They have about $22 million in cap space right now, so they're gonna have to find a way to work this, deal out. I mean, obviously they agreed to the deal, but they're gonna have to start cutting some big name players on their team. Maybe Jalen Smith. In the comments down below, any Cowboys fans that are watching, let me know any, possible cuts that you guys could make to free up some cap space. But they are not in a good cap situation, but at least the good news for them, they have Amari Cooper, they have Zeke, and, some of their big name players locked up. But in the next few years, they're not going to be able to make any really big moves because they're not going to have much cap space, especially when you have, a quarterback on a $40 million plus per year deal, running back that's over $15 million, a receiver that's about $20 million. So they don't have much cap space, but they got their quarterback of the future. They got a deal done, and he's been really good for them the last few years. This year, obviously, broken ankle, but 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Had a really good year before that, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And I think the Cowboys did have to pay him just because he had so much leverage, and without him, who knows? I mean, they would probably finish third or second probably third in the NFC East without Dak Prescott. But I don't necessarily think he's worth $40 million, $42 million a year. He's definitely not better than Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, those quarterbacks that have recently done deals, and Josh Allen and some other quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, are going to have some deals done soon that might eclipse Dak Prescott's deal. And who knows, in a couple years, it might look a little bit better when the cap continuing to go up, especially with the new TV deal. It might look a little bit better, but they are not in a good cap situation at all. But at the very least, they have locked down their quarterback position for at least 4 years. But Dak Prescott's going to be able to hit the open market again when he's 31 years old. So Dak Prescott played this perfectly, and the Dallas Cowboys really screwed themselves over, because I think at the end of the day, they made the right move by signing him, but they could have done it for way cheaper if they would have done it a couple of years ago. So that's really, a lesson to be learned, especially with a lot of these quarterbacks. You got to pay them early when you can, and they didn't do that, and they could have gotten him for much cheaper. Even last season, they could have gotten him probably for $35, $37 million a year, but, everyone saw how they looked without Dak Prescott, and he had all the leverage in the world, and so that's that. $42 million a year in the first 3 years, guaranteed $126 million and $66 million signing bonus. So he gets $75 million total in his first year. That's what's being reported by Ian Rappaport just recently. So he is getting paid, and he also, did himself great because he is going to be able to hit the market in 4 years. That's what was the, conflict between the two sides. The Cowboys wanted to lock him up for 5 years, and Dak wanted to do a 4-year deal or less so he could hit the market again. So they're going to have to pay him again, not soon, but in 4 years, they are going to have to pay him again, and it's obviously probably going to be even more than it is now. So let me know, Washington fans, Eagles, Giants fans, Cowboys fans, or NFL fans in general, what you guys think about this deal. I gave you guys my thoughts, so let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.